Yo, what's up, y'all? It is Cree here, and I am back at it again with another reaction video for you guys. And this video is actually going to be tips about females giving out red flags about guys. So let's hop right into it.
Relationship. Number one, they try to sleep with you right away. This is a sign of anxious attachment style. They are essentially trying to bypass the emotional build of a relationship by sleeping with you in order to create a connection. Number two, even if they don't try to sleep with you right away, but the conversation is always turning in a sexual nature, they are essentially seeing if you'll take the bait. Number three, they hate their ex. This is not a person who hates their ex. This is a person who's still in love with their ex. Run. Number four, they only call or text the day of or the hour of hanging out with you.
No cap. Honestly, I don't see nothing wrong with being cool with an ex. Me personally, I wouldn't, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. So you do what you do.
Number five, they don't call you, they only text you. They really don't have the emotional bandwidth to create a full-blown connection with a person.
Alright, I don't like that one. I just had to pause that bit, like, cause us as men, we be on our grind, and if we doing what we supposed to do, we steady trying to get to the money. Sometimes we just don't have time.
My boyfriend doesn't let me.
What? 10 signs that they.
What the fuck was that? What was that? See, how did I not just understand what the hell just happened? But you got it.
My boy.
I ain't even gonna cap, bruh. When I see TikToks like that, bruh, or just any video like that in general, bruh, to all my niggas out there, bruh, unless you like just kind of know, y'all can't tell me. Y'all be looking at that shit confused as fuck, bruh.
Boyfriend doesn't let me. That's a red flag right there. What do you mean he doesn't let you? Is he your keeper?
Okay, so I don't get it though. Who was talking to her?
She was saying like, so she was saying in general, like if she hears my boyfriend doesn't let me, or if you have to say,
so how about,
my boyfriend doesn't let me, that's a red flag.
How about my boyfriend doesn't let me dye my hair red?
Red flag, it's your hair. Yes.
See, I agree with her. Honestly, it's their own life.
Oh, I mean, definitely. I think that if you can have a say, and maybe it could be a conversation.
Like
but if she decides,
long hair and brunette, but you want to shave head and turn it red, right? Like that's a completely different shift and or change.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying is that she says, "Don't."
Now, I agree with him on this one
like,
too. Because
come on, I mean,
it's like,
are you not thinking about like how your partner?
So I kind of agree with
she
that.
She had shaved her hair off and turned.
She could change herself,
and he was just like
something different. She could
right, like it wasn't even a conversation.
Not even
but that
no cap, man. They kind of take it for. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. They kind of take it forever. Like,
ready to move on?
Damn.
That might be its own video.
Drug dealing and dyeing hair. Let's go.
Let's go. You ready? Let's get it popping. Get out of here! Scram!
10 signs that they are not ready for a relationship. Number 6, they do not follow through with their word. If they say they're going to call you and they do not call you, block them.
It goes both
we
ways.
give our best efforts at the beginning of a relationship.
Like,
if someone is already flaking on you,
I'm just saying, like,
sign, and it won't end
obviously, you know,
Number
for us
7,
guys,
cancel plans last minute and do not make an attempt
she's really
to schedule with you right away. They don't value your time and they don't see you as a priority. Number 8, they do not ask you the hard questions. They don't ask about your faith, your future, whether you want to be married or have children. This is a person who really doesn't care about.
Alright, so look, I'm gonna be honest. That red flag is shit. Alright, that ain't shit. I wouldn't even worry about that. I wouldn't understand. I mean, unless you're like 25 or something, you know, you with the person, into that person's really into you, and you know for a fact, you know, I'm gonna be with this person long term, and I can see it working. Like, no matter what happens between y'all, like, y'all still be together type shit. I wouldn't even bring up marrying or having kids.
About your future because they do not see themselves in it. Number 9, conversely, if they do not have a 5-year plan, this is a person who is unable to picture their future. They will not be capable of picturing a future with you in it. And number 10, they need to drink or be drunk in order to hang out with you. Block, run, delete.
Still talks to their ex, has them on social media. Red flag.
Not necessarily, because he can have a mature relationship with someone he used to date.
Alright, so she said text forever to reply and having access on social media. Like I said about that before, ain't nothing wrong with having access to social media. Like as long as y'all ain't trying to sneaky link type shit, man, it's straight. And as far as taking long to reply, niggas got shit to do. They be busy.
Within limits. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All his exes are crazy. Yeah.
Like we were talking about, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's turn the sound back on.
Dates, and here are my early red flags in men. If he's following a lot of girls on social media, especially Instagram, he is just not serious and following a ton of girls from the apps. He's probably hooking up with tons of people. Gross.
Alright. I had to pause on this one. Hey y'all boys. Tip. Don't let your bitch see your social media. Alright? Don't let side hustle, your main hustle, your third hustle, your 10th hustle, your no hustle. Don't let a hustle that you fucking with, your girl, nobody see your social media. Even if you're not cheating, even if you don't follow a whole bunch of bitches, like unless you like showing her a meme or something, why would you just let her sit there and stare at your phone? Like imagine if your dad or some shit was just sitting there staring at your phone, you scroll, see something, you open a text message, something, like you're gonna be sitting here like, oh shit, just don't let her see it, you don't have to worry about it, there won't be no problems, it won't even cross her mind maybe.
Anybody that's obsessing over your appearance at the beginning is either a narcissist or they just literally don't care about your personality and just
She
want to hook
sucks.
up.
Maybe they
If
just
they
think
are
that you're
inconsistently
She's telling us
communicating,
not to
they
compliment
either have a
her.
roster or they're just not that interested. Like you want someone that's really interested.
All right, let's.
If this
let's
man
stop
is
for a
using
minute.
Snap,
Following a lot of girls on social media. If he's following a lot of IG models, that's something I would
A lot of big-
keep an
big
eye
booty
on.
vixens?
Yeah, like if he just had like a wandering eye or
I think it's some sucker shit, to be honest.
I better say
I
you
think
get
it's
some
too
sex.
much. Like,
Oh.
not to say men can't look at beautiful women, but if that's all his feed is all day, every day,
Yeah.
it's going to be a problem in your relationship because you are not the
Facts,
woman
man.
is not
Like,
an IG model.
Like,
So if
like,
he wakes up
look. We got eyes. We can look at what we want. Just as long as you're not overdoing it. Especially if you got a girl, just and especially if she's around, just don't overdo the looking. But who gonna stop you from looking? They're your eyes. You can look at what you want. Just don't overdo it.
You know,
Even on
look at
IG,
the
bro.
shit, but I think like
I wouldn't just.
like
I
what
mean,
I see is
unless you
liking the
actively
photos,
pursuing all of them, I wouldn't
the
just be
heart
following a
eyes,
whole bunch of IG
emojis, the
models.
squirt
I get what you're
emojis,
saying, yeah.
all of that stuff, the DM slides. To me, that's just some weak modern man shit.
yeah,
You know,
and
it's
you're
just
like one of 500 comments.
Just
like,
some
it's just like,
inspirational
wow,
shit
you
out
are
there.
this, like, you know, like you can't imagine
Bring
like
your
cool
mood,
people
get
in
your
life
pay
doing
right,
shit like
some
that. Like, you know what I'm
educational
saying? Like,
shit, give you some
it's
life
just damn.
tips.
Like, I just feel bad
Shit
for
that'll be
young
helpful
men
for
like
you.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, it's almost like
Every
they're
now and then,
convinced
bitch,
like shit
that
like
way once
that
you
works.
pop
You know
up
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
street,
Like,
you
it
be like, oh
doesn't.
shit,
It just feeds a system or an engine that's just
DM.
based off of fake shit anyway. Because it's, you know, some of the photos are, there's a lot of fake shit, you know, within it. But anyway,
yeah.
ready?
Snapchat as his primary form of communication, goodbye. If on the apps he is hiding his smile or wearing hats or you can barely see his face, beware. If this man mentions cuddling before the first date, run. I cannot stress this enough.
Hey, bro. If any guy mentions cuddling before the first day or a date, you coming off too strong, bro. Like your intentions are too clear. She's gonna look at you either like if she really just wants to fuck you, like then she's gonna be like, okay, this, that, and the third. But it's the first date, so it's gonna be unless y'all been talking outside of wherever you met her, and you see her face to face a lot, or consistently, or every now and then it'll be a little bit easier to say something like that. But if you just straight out the gate, y'all ain't ever seen each other like that. Y'all just hitting up on social media, chatting on social media, got to know each other enough to link up for a date. Then saying shit like that shows your intentions a lot, too much. She know you wants to fuck, and she's either gonna think you're thirsty, blah blah, whatnot. Don't do it, or do it.
It's
just
too much
tripping, right?
too soon, and they're love bombing you, they're worshiping you. This person has issues. Like a normal guy is gonna take it at a slower pace. But on the flip side, if
Listen, there's a lot of dudes that take shit at slower paces because they got 4 or 5 other bitches that's chilling
Yeah.
on the side. So
It's not really about normal, and everybody's pace is different. The whole cuddling before the first date, it's just kind of mentioning like intimacy, which could allude, not necessarily show, but could allude to his intentions. So it's something to look out for.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me say a statement.
Okay.
I think men should break the touch barrier as soon as possible.
Facts, bro. You with the girl you like, girl, whatever your girl. I mean, she a girl. You don't gotta worry about that shit. But if you with a girl you like, bro, you on a date, touch her. Just don't just like out of nowhere, just you know, come baby. No, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Just hit her with a clean. If you passing her something, touch her hand a little more than you would touch a normal person's hand, or maybe if you talking, or maybe if y'all walking, put your hand on her shoulder, put your hand on her waist, like do shit like that, bro. Maybe even if she giving off that vibe, maybe even smack her ass a little bit, give her a little. Nah, just play. Don't get like that. That's too much of a clap
So
for
it's
her
like it's
thing.
a way to gauge interest.
I think that it is. It's like
Okay.
it's like a way to gauge like particular interest. But I think like during the first date, there should be some touch barrier that is broken in order to get more data to assess level of interest. And it doesn't mean that the level of interest is going to change. When I say touch barrier, I mean like open the door but lead her through the door. Like pull out the chair but like lead her into the chair, right? Like, and then take markers off of how she acts, where her body language is at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like not weird creepy shit like you go and hug her and you put a stiffy in her lap. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't do weird shit.
Yo, that's funny as fuck, man. Alright, so ain't nothing to be said about that. He said, like, it means he meant what he said. Like, don't hug the bitch, put a boner on her. Like that shit, that's weird, bruh. Like, imagine a bitch come up to you, give you a hug, and out of nowhere you just feel something wet on your leg. Well, we different. You might get turned on, but then again, if you ain't feeling it like that, you might be like, ugh. Like, you might look at her like, damn, shit.
Like that, but like you make it cool, you make it smooth.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad that you bring that up, because when she was talking about the cuddling thing, I was like, yeah, if he's already talking about getting into bed, but I guess there is a way to look at it, like if he's trying to gauge and see how interested you are, if do you want to cuddle with him, kind of thing.
He's giving 0 compliments to you, then he's just not secure with himself, and we don't waste our time with those people. If the guy does not pay for the first date,
I had to pause this, bro. Just want to speak on that real quick. You don't have to compliment your girl, bro, all the time. Compliment her every now and then. Like, when she really, like, when you can tell she, like, going above and beyond to, like, look her best for you and shit like that. Be like, damn, baby, or something. Like, say what you say. Be yourself and just compliment her. Just don't overdo it. Don't be like, damn, you sexy as fuck. I'm just trying to get inside the pants right now. Damn, you so fine. Nah, you ain't got to do that. Just stop at the damn, you sexy as fuck right now. Or damn, you fine as fuck right now. Or damn, you looking good, girl. Or some shit like that, bruh. Let's keep it going.
that he asked you on, or if he accepts you splitting it, like, no, this is the first date, sir. And last but not least, if he asks you the day of, last minute, or just to meet up, not a real date, he's just not serious about it, and it's just not worth it.
Alright, I had to pause on this one too, because again, I want to let y'all boys know, like, that last one right there where she said, ask you a day or a last minute, and she's saying like that's not a real date, that kind of shows your true intentions again. Like, unless y'all already close, like y'all cool, and then y'all kind of link up every now and then, and nah, that ain't it. She gonna automatically think, oh, maybe this man just trying to get a quick one off and just come fuck her some shit, or like something like that. And just don't do it, man. Just like plan it ahead, make it seem like you want it to be an actual date. Like
she's the type of content creator that, like, I would say, like,
still do that, because
young ladies are watching her.
You gotta
you have to look at the
keep
receipts.
your intentions.
You have to look at the receipts.
Like,
does her lifestyle look like what you want to live?
You don't ever
because,
want
to
them
be
to
honest,
know
I would sit down next
what
to her,
you
begin
wanna
to talk
do.
to her, and she got this like weird kind of
Unless you want them
way
to
that
know
she talks
what
and
you want to
valley
do.
girlish and annoying and shit. And I'll be
Like,
like,
yeah, you want to know
there's
you
nothing I
fuck,
can do
but
with
you
you.
don't want to just be
like at all. Like you have an annoying cadence. You have a negative feeling towards shit, right? Like, I'd say look at the receipts before you just take shit like this at face value.
I think that goes in and like he comes to guys not being a red flag.
But alright though, y'all. Shit, I guess that's it. Shit, those are the red flags that a couple of females decided to hint out, and that a lot of other females, keep in mind, are gonna read and probably keep in mind as well to look out for. So yeah, I'm giving y'all boys a heads up. And shit, I think this guy for making Metacore tutorials and reviews for making this video, because you know, without this video I would not be making this reaction right now. So I appreciate y'all for sticking to the end. Peace. Yo, what's good? It's Cree here. I want to thank you for sticking to the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you fucked with it for real, drop a like down below. Subscribe if you would like to see more. And then what's your opinions in the comment section? As always, enjoy the rest of your day. Cree out.